everyone, it's me and I'm really excited to have another video, and I hope you're all having a really great day, and I hope that this video will teach you something or just give you a little break if you're having a crazy day. And yeah, so let's get started with my video. So I only got a few hours of sleep last night thanks to a friend who was here really late. We were just hanging out because Brad's out of town, so I'm kind of loopy today because I'm so tired. So that's not important, but I just thought I'd share. So I found this article, another fascinating article that I really loved and I wanted to share with you, and it's called 5 Ways You Can Teach Your Child Emotional Intelligence and Social Skills Every Day. So there's 5 points that I wanted to share with you. And I'm just gonna go through this really quickly. I'll have the article linked down below if you want to read it more in depth. But I think it's so fascinating. So I majored in communication with an emphasis in broadcast journalism, like I've told you so many times before. So we were cleaning out my parents' old house the other day, or a couple weeks ago, and I found so many of my college textbooks, and I was joking with Brad, my husband, and just saying like, this is why I am the way I am. I analyze social situations, I analyze emotional situations, because everything I studied in college was about communication and emotional behavior, social intelligence, all of that. So this fascinates me, and I've really tried to incorporate a lot of this, of what I learned in college, into my everyday life and into my children and all of that. So this is a lot to do with it. So the first thing that the person says, this is on a parenting blog, first thing that she says is parents need to talk about feelings. And I think I do this probably too much. I love to talk about my feelings. I think that's when, you get in trouble as an adult, when you don't talk about your feelings, right? Am I right? So you need to teach your children from day one to feel comfortable to talk about their feelings with you. So when something happens, you can ask them, how does it make you feel? Or if they do something to hurt another child, you say, how do you think that makes that child feel? And this gives them emotional intelligence, because then they become more empathetic and sympathetic to other people, and it changes their behavior and it makes them behave better because they're more aware. And you can do this from when they're very, very young. And it says that questions work better than lectures. And so if there's like a newborn baby and the older sibling's jealous, instead of, like lecturing them, you can just say, why do you think your baby's crying? Why do you think, And so it's kind of just like making them think more about the situation instead of being jealous. Okay, the second one says to ask questions about feelings, needs, wants, and choices. It says, anytime your child makes a poor choice, you can ask a question to help him learn from his experience. Be sure to keep the exchange very low key. It says these kind of questions can start from toddlerhood all the way until when they are teenagers, kind of like how their choices affect them. So you can ask them questions like, how do you think, like I just said, how do you think he felt? How did you feel when you did that? What did you do? How did that work out? Did you get what you wanted? Always kind of making their brain tick, and always kind of making them think about their emotions and why they're doing the things that they're doing. The next one says to model I statements. So you can teach your child how to behave socially by using I statements. So it says, for instance, when your child says, well, you're stupid too, if somebody had said, hey, you're stupid, you can teach your child to instead say, I don't like it when you call me that. And so instead of, kind of just being super defensive and just fighting back, but just being more open about their feelings and more open about how that makes them feel. So it says, sometimes when you're out, like you're rushing, you're trying to get out stuff, like, hurry up, you're running really late. You can just say something simple like, I feel worried because I feel like we're not gonna get there on time, and I see that you aren't ready. Hurry, get your shoes. So you're kind of explaining the situation. It goes into more depth in the article as well, and like I said, I'll have the article linked down below. The fourth one is to model prosocial behavior. And children learn so much from their parents. When they see their parents interact, whether it's arguing, whether it's just talking, whether it's laughing, they completely are watching you. So it's kind of, you need to be careful with things that you say, things that you do, and obviously we all know this as parents, am I right? Like sometimes your kids say things that you say and that they should not be saying, but it gives an example in the article about, if there's one banana left and you and your husband both want it, just show your kids, hey, I'm going to split this in half and I'm going to share it with daddy. Because you model the social behavior that you want them to copy, you want them to emulate. They're only going to emulate what they see. So if you don't show them how to act in a social situation, then they will not know. The very last one is don't expect to be perfect and don't expect your child to be. Once we let go of being right and aim for loving instead, we get a lot more perfect. Talk at dinner about a mistake you made today. Open up room for your child to admit that they made a mistake. Model apologizing and self-forgiveness. You'll see everyone in your family becoming more emotionally generous. Like I said, I am so passionate about this. I think children from a very, very young age can learn how to be emotionally intelligent and how to have social skills, and that is how they are going to thrive as children. When you send them off to kindergarten or when they are in the workplace, they start learning at such a young age how to act around other people and how to just be more aware of other people's feelings, and then that makes them, you know, not the bully because they're aware of other children's feelings, they're aware of their feelings. And that's something that I'm really passionate about with my son, with my boys, because I want them to feel like they can be open and honest with me about their emotions and their feelings, because we know, you know, I don't want to be sexist, but men in general don't like to talk about their feelings. And so I usually try to always ask my boys, how are you feeling? Instead of just screaming, tell me what is making you so upset. Why does that hurt your feelings? You know, or, you know, if they're playing with friends and then they steal a toy from their friend, you know, I say, how do you think that makes your friend feel? Do you like it when somebody steals a toy from you? I really want their brain to be ticking and start thinking about things from other angles instead of just me, 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 me. You kind of have to realize and teach our children that what they do affects people around them. And I think that's something that adults, we need to learn as well, that everything has, you know, you can affect somebody's day in a good or bad way just by something so little. So I will have the article linked down below. I hope you liked it, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you in my next I'm a Mommy video. Bye!